All right, welcome to part 2 of the CAD-CAM 124 exercise companion video series. Today we're going to start off with what we left off with part 1 and finish off the entire project. Thinking, oh my goodness, it's a lot of stuff. It is, but there's really not a lot of moves and maneuvers. I'm going to go ahead and go here to home. So we're going to make this part look like this part, and it's not going to take as long as you think. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. We're going to have to copy this lobe right here onto the other side. And thinking, oh my goodness, we have to do all that stuff like we did over here. No, we have things called mirror. We also have in Sketch something called mirror entities, which is right there, but you can't get to it because we don't have a sketch open and there's nothing to actually copy. So mirror entities deals with copying something in a sketch. And mirror deals with the feature. Where did I put mirror? Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up mirror. I'll click that. Now I'm going to need a face or a plane to actually copy across. I'm going to go ahead and select the right plane. So there it is. Now we need a feature to mirror. Well, we actually have 3 features we're going to have to select. One of the things we're going to have to select, when you mouse over it, you can see the orange line show up. I need the extrusion. And the reason why it's doing the yellow lines is because I've got it on full preview. Click on full preview, makes life a whole lot easier. I also need the corner fillets, and I need the holes. And that's it. Thinking, oh wow, that's it. That's it. Now there is one little catch, and that's this extra stuff right here. Thinking, how are we going to do that? Well, the author for CAD-CAM 124, excuse me, grabs the actual delete face and drags it down to here, which you can do. You can also set up a second delete face if you want to. I'm lazy, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this, drag it down to the mirror, and it's now below. Now I'm going to go ahead and either right or left click, doesn't matter. I right clicked, and I'm going to go ahead and edit the feature. So now it opens it up. I'm going to click the same faces on this one that I did the last time. Now we have 6 faces. And that's it. So that's the lobe part. Next thing we're going to do is do this extrusion up here. This one's a little strange, so you're going to have to stick with me. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to front plane, and I'm going to go ahead and open up a sketch. And because mine didn't automatically write itself, I have to hit normal. And that's nice to know that we have a new notification. So what I'm going to do is I need 2 circles that are directly in line with the origin right up here. So I need 2 circles. One is going to have the diameter of 40 millimeters, which is a radius of about 20. And the other one's going to have a radius of about 5, or a diameter of 10. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of that. Smart dimension. Click on this one. Come on, there we go. And 40. And 10. And because these are concentric, we can actually move both of these circles at the same time in relation to the origin. And since the origin and this point are lined up, we'll be okay. So I'm going to click the center point and click the origin, drag it out over here, and I want that at 50 millimeters. That's going to bring this edge below the surface here, and we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, let's get out of dimension. Now we have to add 2 lines, a line from this point down to here and one on the other side. So let's go ahead and do that. Select line tool, come over here till you see the orange point, drag it down, and when you see the arc become orange, you've done it right. Now I'm going to go ahead and I can either end chain, which would be a lot easier, or I can hit select and simply reselect the tool. Either way will be fine. I've done it both ways in both videos. I will hit select this time, and that's what we have so far. Now I have to add this edge here. Now, our author of CAD-CAM124 does something called Convert Entities. That's this button right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Convert Entities, and it's looking for an entity to convert. So I want this arch. You can see it says Edge 1. I'm going to go ahead and hit the green check, and you can see that it copied it right here and made it a part of my sketch. Now here's the weird part. In order to do an extrusion, we can't have any lines cross each other. So this one is crossing this one, and is crossing this, and this is crossing this. There's a whole lot of crossing lines here we got to get rid of. So I'm going to go to Trim Entities. I'm going to go to Power Trim. Why? Because that one's kind of the fun one. So I'm going to go ahead and click and hold, and I'm going to drag it across that part. So now that one's gone. And I'm going to drag it across that one. That one's now gone. And I'm going to drag it across that part here. Now we got to get rid of this little part here. Just that. And then it's mirror on the other side. There. So we got the two straight lines, the bottom arc, top arc, and the hole. That's all we need. So let's go ahead and go to Features. Extruded Boss Base. You can see that it's turned yellow. We're going to go to 30 millimeters, mid-plane. Just like that. And green check. Green check in either place will close the feature itself. All right. We're almost done. You're thinking, really? Yeah, we're almost done. All we have to do is add a couple of support ribs. You're thinking, well, how are we going to do that? I'm glad you asked that question. We're going to go to the front plane. Again, open up a sketch. Hit normal. Yeah, that's nice. It wants me to save it. Okay, this one's going to be a little strange. I'm going to create a line. Come across here, and when that thing turns orange, click on it and come up here to that point. And click it again and select. I need to copy one over here. Nope, just this one. Again, I'm lazy. We're going to use mirror in a minute. Now, this is going to be a little strange. Smart dimension. This point to this point is supposed to be 45 millimeters. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and check this with the center point. It should be 50. And when I drop this, it should give me a collision. And that's the collision. I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. I don't need it. It's black. It is fully defined. Now, the author of CAD-CAM124 does do an extra exercise, and that's lining up this center point with this point going vertical. But because we tied it, really don't have to. Let's get out of Smart Dimension. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to Features. I'm going to come up here to Rib. You can see the arrow is pointing down. So it wants to make it with this material down here. If the arrow's pointing the other direction and it can't see any material, it will not finish it. I'll go ahead and hit the OK button. Poof, there's the rib. You're thinking, that's it? That's it. I need to copy this to the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select mirror. We'll go ahead and let's get rid of that. Okay, mirror face or plane. We'll go ahead and select right plane. Features to mirror. Yeah, it was the rib. Now, if it's done right, the full preview, as you can see, it's clicked there at the bottom of the menu down here. It should give me the yellow lines on the other side. And there it is. Guess what? We're done. You're thinking, no way. Yes way. Now, because I have it saved as my original file, I'm just going to come over here to this button and save it. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to Save As. And I'm going to go ahead and make it an STL file. So there's the STL file. And it's going to overwrite it. Yes, I want to replace it. Yes, and possibly okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the email and email that STL file to my instructor. That would be me. So email me your file, last name, comma, first name, dash CC124 to eric.rana@nisd.net. Okay, that's all I've got for you. Be on the lookout for the print video a little bit later. for the semester.